They're going to be starting on the T side. Hui has a smoke and 2 flashes. And then Dutchy has 2 flashes and a kit on the CT side. And they're just going to be hanging out, running the time down, seeing if they can pick off any free kills. It doesn't look like Havik are getting aggressive anywhere on the map. So CeX are now going to make their move, pushing their way up the short position. Dutchy does spot them out. And next up to the pale is Lull, but CeX change of plan. They're going down through lower. Dutchy spots it after having rotated off. Flashbang means that Alexander is slowed temporarily, but it's absolute slaughter here. I mean, Chaos is the only one left in a 1v5. And that's a nice couple of opening kills. Gets the reload in. All right, Chaos, go on then. Picks up the kit as well. He's just begging for CeX to give him a free kill. He seems very paranoid there's going to be somebody at sandbags, and there isn't. He will go down. CeX picking up the first here on their map pick. Dexter's got the scout out. And he's managed to do a bit of damage to begin with. He's tagged up in response. Lul spots the players on long. Alexander actually flashed, but wildly spraying with that MAC-10 does manage to secure the kill anyway. Dexter has been removed from the server. Dutchy with a 1 dig from bottom mid. CeX gathering themselves up. Getting ready to go short. Alexander manages to get himself a kill despite being so low. Flashbang is good, but CeX is still going to get up short. Alexander wiped out by the nade. Dutchy going for a flank up to long. Hui again taking point here. Bomb's going to go down. Jump scout gets a tag. iFan down extremely low, and Chaos has got to collab with the scout. 2 headshots. He only needs to find 1 more, and he's done it. Hui's going down as well. I wish we'd have been on Chaos's perspective for that, because I mean, he's happy about it. That's not something you see every day. 4 kills on the scout. And this time it's CeX that are on the economic back foot. Bomb plant going down does mean that they're going to eco into this one. Hui gets himself out long. Flash is raining over, and he's got himself into quite an aggressive position. But ultimately, with no Kevlar, there's not a whole lot you can do. A team kill on CeX even. But they do manage to take 1 gun out of the hands of Havik at least. Lul this time picking up an AUG. And I like this. They're going so aggressive lower tunnels. 3 players here. They're surely not going to expect the third. They do. Hui takes all 3 of them out. Well, I thought surely CeX wouldn't expect that, but they do. The 3-player push through lower tunnels. Creative strat. Doesn't pay off for them in this one. Chaos and Lul left. Bomb seems undecided as to where it's actually going to go at the moment. Couple of nades thrown on B to try and distract. However, Bomb is making its way through long doors. And Lul is going to try and hold the bomb site. Impact will be the first one out long. Lul caught by the flash, and Impact will put him down. It's just Chaos left, and he's clearly feeling it today. He's going to wait, see if he can get any easy kills first. And he's going to decide to back off in the end. Save the weapon. Smart choice. Takes himself into T-spawn. And CeX not going to hunt. Building up that money. And that AK will be dropped over, and the double up setup comes out. We saw Havik pull this out a decent amount against Socially. Zimzy going for an aggressive tunnels peek. He's not actually going to push his way in just yet. And he's actually going to miss the timing for CeX because they're going down lower. Working their way through. Lul's got himself a nice position behind the doors at long. He's going to jiggle his way through it. Doesn't see anything. Just now Impact will catch him off. The off angle works really nicely. Hoy has got a kill on short. Chaos now working his way up with the AWP. Peeking around the smoke. A good flashbang will completely demolish this defense. Lul looks to be playing counter flash. And there it is. Hoy. Nice headshot on the AK. Lul's got a good position in the smoke, but he's caught by Impact. And any hope that Havik had going into this round is swiftly taken away. They're just going to have to save these weapons. They're just going to sit on short, all 5 of them. Fair play. CeX regaining the lead. 3-2. Havik sticking with an eco, and that's a nice opening. Dexter takes out Zimzy, crossing middle. Lul has his AWP on B. And Oro's getting aggressive on short. Managed to shoulder peek his way out. Dexter is just on the other side of that wall, and he does manage to scrape Dutchy. Arau's going to know where he is now as well, and Dexter with his knife out. Oh, he's going to turn around. The one tap from Alexander distracted him. And now he's going to miss the timing. CeX have the bomb site. On B. This could be big. And he's not even going to get a kill. Oh, that's bad. Just a little left. CeX managed to save this. That's a missed shot. CeX know exactly where he is now. Dexter swinging from top mid at the barrel. Flash comes in. Dexter picks up the kill. Stronger start from CeX. And Havik really could have done with saving that AWP. CeX is going to be able to bring one out, but he's glass cannon. No Kevlar. If he gets hit punched, gone. We'll see if Dexter can work some magic on this mid pick. He can. He's doing so much damage through these mid doors. Orad down to just 13 HP already. CeX do have long. And Hoy and Ifan moving their way through lower. Gonna get themselves up onto short, and again, there's nobody to contest the position. They're gonna wide swing out and find nobody there. So, not a lot going on. Dutchy here in mid. Got the M4. He's got some nades raining in. He's going to dodge. He's going to block the smoke. And the flashbang is perfect to hold off CeX, but the re-smoke quickly comes in. The spam, quite effective, actually. A lot of damage dealt. No kills found, though, and it's going to be on Orau and Zimzy to try and hold this one off. Zimzy caught between a rock and a hard place. But they do fairly well out of the trades. 3 versus 3 going into the retake. Impact very low. Got to be careful of that Molotov. The rest of the players pretty high on health. Does seem like Havik are going to give it up, though. That's going to allow CeX to get themselves a 5th. Widen the gap a bit on the map choice. The double up is going to come back out. This time on Zimzy. Lul going for the FAMAS. Bomb heading towards the B tunnels quite quickly. And Chaos opens things up. Dexter finally being contested and shut down. Chaos is here on short as well. The boost from CeX is going to bear no fruit at all. Chaos manages to get himself a kill and get away for free. CeX are in a bit of a sticky spot now, especially with Zimzy in the tunnels getting another kill. Molotov prevents Ifan from getting as far as he'd like. And Impact is going to start to work his way up short. Three players towards A. One of them's in CT. But able to quickly rotate in should he be needed. Dutchy will be the first to take contact. Spots impact dropping. And they go straight down into CT. Chaos eliminated. Flash is perfect. And Dutchy picks the exact right sequence. And gets 2. Lovely stuff. The flash working brilliantly for Havik. And Dutchy picking his targets well. Shooting the player that's not flashed. And then dealing with the one who is. CeX are gathering quite heavily towards long. They're going to smoke the Molotov. Dutchy unable to get the spray in. It's going to be Impact to get the kill. But Lul and Chaos spring back into action. Chaos trading and then popping one more up on the board as well. 3 players remain for Havik, and it's just Dexter for CeX. And Zimzy shuts him down as well. Dexter taking a bit more of an aggressive angle this round. It's not going to pay off for him. Ora this time getting close to the smoke. He's going to sit himself in the corner. No contest on short either. Hoy and Ifan free to get themselves up onto short. Dutchy playing in CT. Really passive default from Havik. It's allowing CeX to take a lot of map control. They will be heard on short. And the nades deployed. No counter utility baited either by that. 1 HE grenade. And then the re-smoke comes in. Molotov this time. Hoy forced into action. Just having to sit in the smoke and wait. Able now to get himself out. And into the fight. Chaos falling back on long, and he's got Impact to contend with. And it turns out to be no contest at all. Ifan will be able to get the bomb down. But a nice headshot from Oro will take out Alexander. Smoke as well to isolate the short player. Ifan tagged low. Dexter does come in on short, though. He's got himself a second as well. Chaos finally manages to trade him out. And it's Hoy in Gandalf against 2. Got 30 HP. He's got the AK as well, but the Molotov forces his hand. And Havik tie things up 5-5. Good few nice shots from Chaos. He's 14-4 so far. Top fragger on the server by quite a bit. And CeX onto the pistols. It is a half buy. There's a lot of Kevlar out. Smoke's going to come in. And Zimzy is in a lot of trouble here. Peeking his way up. He's going to have to switch to the pistol. He's going to get overwhelmed. And oh dear, CeX have taken the B bomb site. Havik are going to have to save. An incredibly light investment. And for Havik to get overwhelmed in such a seemingly easy fashion, it's not good for them. They're at least going to be able to get out with 3 guns. Provided CeX don't hunt. Doesn't seem like they will. Oh, it does seem like they will. Sorry. Dexter getting aggressive on short. Mr. Hoy served up on a platter to Chaos's AWP. So they will get away with all the guns. And they're going to be quite comfortable in this round with their buy. Only the one AWP this time. Flash goes through mid. Impact. The lurk on this round. The players do burst onto the B bomb site. Zimzy is stuck in this smoke. And surely they've got to realize that there's something wrong. Mr. Hoy will, but perhaps too late. Dexter at least able to trade. 4 players left for Havik against CX's 3. And the last smoke in the CX arsenal has been deployed. Havik, however, have plenty of utility in order to execute this retake. The flash is good. And Ifan left. He's actually got just down to a 1 versus 1 here, and he's going to clean it out as well. 4 kills. Strong opening to the retake. Pretty bad close. Does mean Havik are on an eco. CX playing this round a lot faster. They're going to work their way out mid. There's a flank coming in from lower tunnels. Dexter able to spot it out and get a kill as well. Oro should be able to finish it, but hit punched by the P250 and just drive-byed. Actually, Dexter's going to survive it. Now the players are just going to set up for exit frags. Chaos got a bit more than he bargained for when he peeked that angle. And now the entire team is going to try and hunt him down. He's going for a knife. I can only respect it. If Lul can find that AWP in Dexter, who's sitting in lower tunnels, in upper tunnels at the minute, there's potential for him to take that one away. I'm not sure why Dexter's hanging around so long. If Lul lands a headshot there, then he's probably able to save that AWP. You definitely don't want that if you're CEX. But Chaos has got an AWP of his own. He's got 16 kills. He's really showing up for Havik at the moment. However, the rest of his team faltering on the A-bomb site. Nades exchanged. Dexter still top mid, able to get one before being traded. And Havik have the choice to save again or try and go for it. It's going to be a triple peek in CT, and Chaos not even able to get one on that. Re-smoke comes in, blocking Zimzy out of the bomb site. And Chaos has already made the call. He's had enough. He's out. It's an exit at least, but with the economy of CEX, it's going to do very little other than pad the stats a bit. And I mean, just look at these stats. 17 kills for Chaos so far. He's doing bits with the AWP, but issues elsewhere. A couple of players not able to get really much done. Fairly even kills on CeX. Dexter slightly further ahead again, and Orpa. And again, 4 players in towards the tunnels for CeX. They're setting themselves up for a push by the looks of things. Impact this time heading his way out into middle. He's got a gap in the smoke. Dutchy is aware of it though. And this is where Oro comes into play with the MP9 on the other side of the smoke. Such a dangerous play going through a smoke like that, because there's always that potential for somebody to be on the other side of it. And CeX have learned that the hard way. Still, they've been having a banging T side so far. And Dexter hitting a lot of shots. So there's potential for them to 2v5 this one out. Lul, the only player here on the A bomb site. If they can take him out, that's a bomb plant at least. Molotov well timed though. I would have thought somebody had heard that damage tick, but clearly not. Dexter peeking his way out. Lul. Destroyed. That's going to mean the bomb can go down. Alexander sets it down. But Dexter perhaps overextending a bit too wide on that. The players are going to walk their way through short. Alexander almost lines up a nice 3-piece, but faltering on the final player. Havik are going to make it 6-9 at the half. Chaos is up there with 18 kills. He's got double what the next teammate has. And they clearly have a strat in mind for this one. Zimzy and Dutchy both with a smoke and a flash each. Dutchy smoking Xbox. Zimzy going to be taking point on short. Oro's out here on long. Chaos has got a P250. Lul also did, but he's gone down. Chaos looking to cause a bit, but it's Impact who's dealing the damage. Oro, the last one left. He's found 2 kills already with his P250. He's got the bomb as well. And you can hear these players at top middle. They're pushing up together. He's going to have to hold strong, and Hui will come in. So CeX take the pistol. That's both pistols the way of CeX. And for Havik, that's not going to have as much as an effect, as much of an effect as losing the CT pistol. But even still, they're going to be ecoing going into this one. And they're playing football. They're playing football. Dutchy with the pass. Zimzy picks it up. He's dribbling with it. He's dribbling with it. Passes it off to Oro. They're passing it back and forth. Oh, that is a goal. I wonder how long they can do this before anyone from CeX gets aggressive. They're baiting out nades just by buying time. Perhaps having a chat, figuring out some strategies. The old existence timeout, and now they'll go into the blender. And there it is. So perhaps a bit of time to think. Get themselves back in. Chaos has got the scout out again. The rest of his team are on AKs. But we saw him do some truly disgusting things with it last half. Zimzy to open things up, actually. Mr. Hoy, though, got his number, but Dutchy fast onto the A-bomb site. Good flash. That's not a good flash. And that allowed Dexter to peek and get 2. Hoy's done a lot of damage from long as well. And finishes the job off with a HE. And they're going to back off a little bit. Lul drops down into CT spawn. Gonna head over towards B. The CeX players are working their way up short together here. And they're going to realize that he's not on A. The question is, where does he go now? And he's going to go up short behind them. This is mega brain stuff from Lul. If he can get the right timing, he could get 2 kills for free, but it looks like Impact swung back around and he's going to miss the shot. So through tunnels he goes all the way to the B bomb site. The CeX player is just going to chill, wait for that bomb plant confirmation before making their move. They don't want to run into any funny business right at the end of the round. And they'll begin the rotate. Lul smokes the door and pushes through the window. A retake classic. Hoy prepared. Impact going to delay the defuse as well, so Hoy can go and pick up what I assume is an AWP. He's just... he must have thought that Chaos had an AWP, but it was a scout. Or something like that, anyway. But here we go. Guns are back out. And Havik are going hard at this long position. Flash is exchanged, but CeX having to fall back. Take positions up on site. Havik have put all their cards on the table here, though. They've got 5 players out on long. Alexander has got a lot to do. He's going to spot the players jiggling as well. Takes Oro out. Lul and Zimzy double up to trade the teammate. Ifan gets himself a kill with the AWP. It brings us into a 3-on-3. CeX setting up a bit of utility. That's a nice shot from Dutchy. Takes Impact out in spawn. So it's just Ifan and Hoy. And yeah, they're going to save the weapons. Money not too great. And the economy is a hell of a lot more brutal on CT side than it is on T. (12-7) is the score. CeX taking a tactical timeout. It's their first of the series so far, I think. Oh, they might have called one last game, actually. But certainly this map, it is their first. Teams get 3 30-second timeouts to discuss strategy. And That is expired now. So P90's out on Dutchy. I'm excited. I want to know where he takes this. Is this a B rush? It looks like it. Their spawns are gorgeous. Gorgeous for a B rush. He's got the smoke out ready to counter a Molotov from CEX. Flashes channeling into the bomb site, and the entire team is here to defend as well. It's going to be a scrappy site take, but it will be Havik that come out on top. Ifan reveals his location. Takes a lot of damage through the door as well. Jumping about, just trying to isolate a 1 versus 1. I think he realizes these guys aren't going to give him anything for free. And that AWP is probably better off saved. And that's exactly what he'll do with it. So Havik get themselves closer and closer to double digits. Ifan keeps his AWP. Passes it over to Dexter, who's up on 20 kills now. He's actually tied with Chaos on the other team for kills. And I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And that's exactly what Havik are doing. They're going straight back onto B. CeX thinking surely they won't run a B rush again, but they will. And Zimzy has opened things up nicely for them. Alexander tagged up, and Dutchy straight through the window gets 2 on the Mac 10. Zimzy comes in for a kill as well. Ifan is such a long way away. 3 players to find, probably better for him to save. And this is the round that has broken the economy for CeX. They've only got 2-round loss bonus, so they'll be getting $2,400 into the next round, which for most of these players is not enough to buy. If they wanted to force, Ifan could drop a rifle, and Alexander couldn't like go no armored eagle, but honestly, all likelihood it's going to be an eco. So the question for CeX now is, how do you use Ifan's rifle to the best of its ability in this round? How do you set it up in a position where it can do the most work? And the answer seems to be short. Ifan boosted up. Guess what? Havik are rushing B again. Alexander, not a chance in the back of the bomb site. Chaos getting himself a kill as well. And B rushes can be really good. Or any rushes can be really good. If it's drilled well enough, there's not much thinking you got to do. You just got to run and shoot. CeX. The gap is closing. Just 2 rounds separate these teams now. And CeX respond. They've got 1 AWP out. The rest are M4s. Full nades. Really comfortable buy, actually. This is just about all you could hope for. And rather than a B rush, they're going for a mid to B rush this round. Chaos in the tunnels, but Lul puts impact on the spot, and Zimzy picking the exact right time to come through the smoke. CeX are going to have to save again. These B hits from Havik are incredibly effective. It's almost reminiscent of the way Havik were absolutely rolling CeX when they tried to push a bomb site, but in reverse this time. Because these B hits are incredibly strong, and I think they're going to try and force CeX into playing a lot heavier on the B side. And that's when they'll switch it up and go somewhere else. Havik win this one. They are tied up with CeX. And they've got the map advantage going into this one as well. If they win Dust 2, then they will be moving on. Lots of flashes out long. Allows Chaos to take the angle. The rest of the players can filter out. That's not a 6. That's an 8. Dexter here with the AWP. Playing a tight angle. Oh, and very nearly lost his head. Flashbang goes in, but the counter flashes come in from the T side, and it's Zimzy to open things up. The AWP out of play for CeX. A boost coming in, though. iFan manages to get one. Unfortunately, it's not the bomb planter. The bomb will go down as planned. However, the rest of the kills are just going the way of CeX all day long. Smoke is going to prevent Chaos from getting an angle on the bomb. Another smoke goes down to try and stop the defuse, and the shot's missed. He's aiming too far left, and impact comes in with the headshot. CeX making a bit more distance. Making sure Havik don't get too close to them. Havik's still able to buy this round and the next. So they're pretty comfortable. And that's a nice way for Havik to start things off as well. A tag through the door onto Alexander. Zimzy moving through the tunnels with Dutchy in tow. iFan on the other side of the doors. You can see how heavy the setup was towards B. iFan on that side, ready for a flash. Should Havik go into the B site again. And the two players on B as well are heavily entrenched. And so far, at least, the way the round's looking, it's not going to pay off. Because 4 players are about to collapse onto the A-bomb site. They're setting up an execute from short. Lul will be coming in from long as a lurk. And then you've also got Oro making a load of noise on B, and he's managed to keep 3 players over towards that side of the map as well. So Dexter's got a lot of work on his hands. And a run boost. No, okay, they're not doing the run boost. But, oh, Dutchy. I mean, who even needs an AWP when you can just do that, I guess? Koi does at least retain his position on long. Oro dinked in lower tunnels, and again, just wasting more time for CeX. They have to push and clear him out. The Molotov as well, forcing them to go around the long way. Havik have managed to waste so much time that CeX are just having to rush balls to the wall into this one. Slowed down again. Zimzy, he's going to have to peek this. And now there's no time, so Dutchy, last one left. Goes down to the bomb, but Havik managed to waste so much time with the way they'd set up their post plant. Oro and lower, peeking and then hiding as hard as he can just to waste that little bit more time while CeX clear him out. The Molotov forcing them to go round the long way to get onto short. Well, to go round long even. They went through long. Lul going to get blinded. And in fact, CeX looks like they're going to take control of long on this one. Zimzy goes down through the smoke. Ifan with 2 to begin. HE's going to do a lot of damage through the smoke as well. And Ifan, he's got himself another 3 kills right at the get-go. Havik majorly on the back foot. Oro going to smoke CT. Spotted by the player in window as well, and Hoy from behind straight through the smoke. Teams with impact to get the final 2 kills. Weapons are going to have to be dropped now for Havik. This will be the last round that they can really afford to buy in. Looks like they'll be down on pistols should they lose this. And if they do lose this, CeX get match points, so it's a really tricky spot for them. This round is fairly crucial. And CeX not wanting to give anything away early on. They're playing a very passive spread across the map. They're going back to what used to be so successful for them. Not being a B hit, but without the element of surprise from the beginning of the round. It's beginning to look fairly telegraphed with Dexter being able to clear out short as well. Impact, though, caught with a nade in his hand. Luckily, the crossfire's there. Ifan gets himself a kill, but Chaos takes the last player in the bomb site out. And the bomb will go down. And CeX are saving. So Havik are going to get a 13th. Again, just within 1 round of CeX. And Havik, of course, with their money being as bad as it is, are going to play it safe, keep all the weapons out. CeX still got a lot of money in the bank to invest into this round. They should have no trouble doing so. Havik probably going to need 2 more to break the money. A lot of nades thrown towards long. Dexter getting aggressive on short, though, with the AWP. He was like mid-air. Zimzy, yeah, make sure Dexter's not an issue anymore. And Hoy is getting quite aggressive, and he's going dry as well. Just swinging out. He gets 3. Mows them down. The little bit of mid-round aggression. And the dry peak catches Havik completely unaware. Molotovs for days to keep Oro away from the bomb. There's 2 players moving through lower tunnels as well. They're going to try and collapse on top. The timing is going to be so crucial. The swing comes in. They start... I am amazed he managed to get 2 there. But CeX ultimately going to be on map point. One more round will take us to train. And the CTs are going to take a timeout. They know that the money isn't amazing for Havik. But they've got to try and figure out exactly what their play is. And how they're going to counter it. Havik have 2 MAC-10s, a Deagle, an AK, and they do have an AWP. That's going to be on ORAW by the looks of things. Oh no, Chaos takes it and swaps the AK over. Dutchy on just a Deagle. Impact getting close to tunnels. Havik are going to begin working their way through lower. Nobody holding middle as such for CEX. They've got a player pushed up fairly aggressively short. Chaos playing contact. Out mid. He's waiting for a jump spot. And we've seen it a couple of times that one of the CEX players jump spotting window, and Chaos has just sat here begging for him to have a look. But I think they've finally given up. They've realized they're not going to be handed a free kill today. Chaos still able to hold on to the window position, and now he can set up a flash for his teammates to surge in. Dutchy gets the opening. Impact able to get 2, and that is all over. So CEX will take it 16-13 on the second map. And we'll have a look at the scoreboard there. So 22 kills for Impact.